sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. On the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. On the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time.
Let's go. Punch that like button. Let's go. Let's go. You got to just stop and breathe, you know, just like, you just got to breathe. Everybody watching right now, let it out. Just inhale and just let it out. Just let it out. First, before we get started, we want to say thank you to Chris Grier and his contributions to the Miami Dolphins. One thing that I've always admired about Chris Grier was his ability to survive. And I've been telling y'all that for years. But that officially has come to an end on October the 31st, Halloween, peekaboo. 2025, the Chris Grier era is officially over. I don't know anybody who still wanted Chris Grier or made excuses for him at this point. I don't know anybody. So here's what I do know. This isn't a sad occasion whatsoever. This is actually a joyous occasion because at this point, Chris Grier has proven he cannot build a competitive organization. He's proven that. And that's why he was removed from his position. But the reason why this is a joyous occasion is because it's a new beginning. Now, I know we hate this rinse and repeat, but it is a new beginning. And if you're a fan of the Miami Dolphins, a real fan, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans, I believe many of you all are. If you're a fan of the Miami Dolphins, no matter how down you are, you always get excited about a new beginning. You get tired of being let down over and over again, but it's bad when we're now looking forward to new beginnings. But it is one, and we recognize that because behind every new beginning is a opportunity to get what you've always been looking for. We just have failed up until this point, but here we are at a new beginning, officially. Not a new rebuild or not a new readjust. This is a new beginning. Anytime you let go of your general manager, it is officially a new beginning. What ultimately got Chris Grier fired last night is the fact that I believe personally Stephen Ross looked at a team on the field and he actually saw the players fighting. That's the one thing y'all can't tell me. Even if they were getting beat up and bullied, they were trying to fight last night. But that tells your owner the roster's just not good enough. And I've spent all this money, signed off on so many things. I've given you everything you've asked for. And here we are, and we don't have a roster that's good enough. We're strapped for cash, and we don't have a roster that's good enough. Chris Grier's been fired. And this is a celebration because it's a new beginning. It's a new beginning. And now we get to pay attention to how the new general manager builds what we hope to be a real contender, a legitimate contender. So what you always hope for, a team that can build a real legitimate contender. Man, this just happened. This just happened. And I knew Baltimore or Buffalo, that's it. Because one of them would embarrass us. I mean, I was being positive, but I mean, we all knew. The roster isn't good enough. Guys, we don't pay attention to a lot of the details and the politics that happen within the front offices in the teams. I don't know it all. But what I will tell you is I understand this team. I understand the Miami Dolphins organization. Common sense is common sense. And when you lose common sense for pride, you allow pride to win over your common sense, you're going to always be in purgatory. And that starts at the top with the general manager. The general manager made a franchise-altering decision several years back and put his entire career on the line trying to prove that that one decision was the right one. Like, do y'all realize ultimately that's what this comes down to? The general manager made one particular decision and put his entire career around proving that it was the right one. Now he's fired. What does that tell you? Chris Grier would still have his job today had he made the correct decision. See, not only did you blow it once by making the original decision, but you doubled down 2 years ago on an extension. You would still have a job today if you just didn't double down on the extension, which last year would have told us we need another option, which would have given you a whole new life of another build. But when an owner, a billionaire, literally says, one of my employees cost me over $200 million and I'm not getting anything to show for it, that employee got to go. That's how that works. That's how that works, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not keep it all, let's get it. Let's put our business cap on and think of it just straight up logically. Stephen Ross does not view the Miami Dolphins the same way a typical non-billionaire would view them. We're viewing them from a fan standpoint. Now, you have $1 billion and you're the owner. One employee of my 1,000 employees with everything I have, way more than that, actually. One employee costs me over $200 million and I got nothing to show for it. That employee got to go. Got to go. It's one thing to make a bad decision as a general manager, but to literally hold on to it the way that he did. This entire build was orchestrated around one player. And what a lot of people don't realize is the embarrassment and riches that were granted by Stephen Ross. The embarrassment of riches. Like, do we really forget how much talent we had on this roster 2 and 3 years ago? The embarrassment of riches and still got nothing out of it. Because those riches cost. Those players cost. Someone has to answer on a 0% return on investment. Matter of fact, it's negative return, because we're just talking about $200 million. What about the $100 million you gave Tyreek? What about the 60 to Armstead? And I can keep going. What about the other 70 to Ramsey, or Tyreek's 100? Like, you just cost me $500 million probably overall, and I ain't got nothing to show for it? Not even a playoff win? And then you lock my future up, my next 2 years, to where even if we try, I really can't maneuver this in a way where I can set up a competitive team. I gotta like eat some stuff, and no. Chris Grier's gone, and rightfully so. Wish him the very best in whatever ventures he decides to pursue. It's just the reality. It's a business. Jay Rose in the chat said, TD, what GM would you like us to sign? You know, the crazy thing is I'm not like other people that'll have a name for you, because I don't study GMs in the league. I just study the decisions that are made. I mean, we just kick back and look at all the decisions made. So these people throwing out names like people on TV just because they make a few good points here and there, that don't mean they can be a good general manager. A general manager got 100 roles, 100 roles, 1,000 roles. I mean, they got a lot of roles. So just because a guy can be good at this or that, or no, that don't mean he's going to be good in another area. Getting good players but bad contracts. Getting average players and giving them big contracts. Like, there's so much that goes into that. So much. So I don't know, but here's what I do know. You need to go to one of these winning organizations and promote somebody. Go check out one of these organizations that have literally been a spectacular front office, and you go in there and you say, who's the guy under you? All right, let me interview him. Let me hear from him. What are his thoughts? And if he wows you, you hire that guy. Because the only reason he ain't promoted yet because the guy above is keep winning. But he's under that. It's about 4 or 5 teams in this league. You can go look in their front office and see what's next in line. Look at their scouting history. Do all of that stuff. So that's why, I mean, this game is deeper than just on the field. It's off the field too. That's why I love it so much now, and I study it like this. Not the casual answers of, oh, well, this guy, that guy, just because it's a name. No, man, that ain't how this works. That's pretty much what gets a lot of teams in trouble, to be honest with you. A lot of times I got a rule now. If you picking a name that everybody know, it's probably a bad decision. You need to pick somebody that's grinding in the organization, helping it thrive, and nobody even know who they are. You put them on the scene because you know what they've been capable of. See, it's just real business. I think here's the problem in the NFL. I think a big part of the problem is a lot of people in the front office never been in a front office. A lot of people making those decisions have always been football guys, but they don't have the front office acumen. And what I mean by that, not business, operations. Everything. Like, general managers have to manage so many different departments of what the team deals with. But he also handling, acquisitions, releases, scouting department, all of that stuff, man. It's so much stuff. So give me somebody who's been under a successful person in the league, and they literally say the only reason they're not a general manager themselves is because they behind a great one. which should make them a general manager at a team like Miami. Just my thoughts. But yeah, I just want to make sure we stress the Dolphin fans. This is a celebration. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. This is like, oh my gosh, like this news, like I don't even care about last night anymore. Like last night don't even matter anymore. Like that's so old news now. That's how I feel now. Oh yeah, we lost to the Ravens, I think, last night. Yeah. But hey, we on our way to a better future. Hopefully. Yeah. We know that we aren't so incompetent, which is refreshing, right? It should encourage you because a lot of us just like this organization is just unreal incompetent. But you fire the guy who should have been fired a long time ago. Okay, there's some competence somewhere. Now let's ride that competence. So we're not just completely dumbfounded. We made a decision that should have been made, but at least we eventually made it. So I don't even remember last night. It doesn't even matter. We lost to Baltimore. We got cooked. It is what it is. It is what it is. So now we get to do this all over again. But what you need to understand in doing it all over again, now we have to go through the strip down period. The general manager is gone, y'all. Y'all do understand what that means now, right? The general manager is gone. You need to understand what that means now. Nothing is as it seems anymore. You have no clue what's coming. You have no clue what's coming, what we're about to do. But what I will tell you, don't bank on the next 2 seasons. Your mind shouldn't be on, okay, let's try to win. I mean, I don't know, unless some miracle happen. We have no clue what's coming. Why? Because nothing's going to get done. Nothing. I mean, they can still move some players, whoever they're going to add as the interim. But as far as what this team is going to be in the future, we have no clue because the man ain't in the building. The official long-term signed general manager is not in the building to come in and say, this is what we're going to do. Because people need to understand what a general manager does. This is what we are going to do. They're not doing anything for the next week or 2 or 3 or 4, however long it takes to find one, that's going to be altering and say, well, when he gets in, we'll tell him this is what we're doing. No, he comes in and tells everybody what we're doing. Here's what's happening. Here's what we're about to do. Here's the plan. He might come in with a plan of run it status quo for next year. The same thing. That's acting as if nothing's happening. I need to see what is happening here. I need to have my own evaluation of this. I need to figure this out. He's going to do as much, or she, by the way, he or she is going to do as much internal research and ask a billion questions. Well, why was this decision made? Who did that? Well, why is this unit struggling? He's going to go up and down, a good one at least, a good general manager. He or she is going to go up and down the entire organization whenever they start for the next 365 after that. And along the way, well, this is an obvious. Let's go ahead and move on from that. That's an obvious. Let's go ahead and push that person here and move that person out. This is an obvious. Oh, okay, I see what's happening there. Okay, let's note that to the side. Everything has to be known. Everything has to be evaluated. Everything. All right, what do we do about Tua? Let me see the contract. Okay, it still got money on it. That favors him staying for a little bit while we figure this out. Okay, is he the problem? Who cares? I'm not expecting to win right now, but whatever coach, whether it's McDaniel or new one already, go out there and give your very best. Let's see what you can do. I want to see what you can do with less and less than while we figure this out. That's the mode you're in. Anybody could go anytime. Anybody can be added at any time. All the ridiculous trades, trading with teams, giving up a 6th-round pick for an expiring contract player. Really, you're just trying to get your books in order. That you ain't got no plans for that player of the future. So you can't read into any moves made unless it's a massive one. It's uncertainty, but it's what you call the clean out. It's what you call the clean out. A great general manager can have all that figured out in year 1, and all official decisions and plans can be made for year 2. Now, there's some things Miami can do to fresh restart the whole thing right away. And we'll talk about those over the coming weeks. Ideas and stuff that I've already thought of that are interesting and fun. The only reason I'm bringing that up, somebody mentioned one of them in the chat already, but I ain't going to get into it. But we finna clean house. Nobody's safe. Anybody can go. Nobody's safe. Anybody can go. And when you look at how the roster is currently constructed, everybody's going to go. Maybe not right away. Maybe not next off season, but maybe by the off season after that. But everybody's going to be gone. Almost everybody going to be gone. I can tell you now, this 53-man roster right here, I'm going to go out on a bold claim that 2 years from now, training camp of 2027, there'll be 8 players still on this team that's on it now, maybe 7. Maybe 7. I'm going to go 7. That's still on the team. And 5 of them, it might be their last year. Because that's a lot of the young core, like Grant, Patrick, Paul, Jonah. A lot of those guys are in there. Still got Waddle's contract, but he might be gone right after that. You probably keep A-Chain, but he'll only live through the first 2 or 3 years of that contract, 2 years or something. Yeah, I'm telling you now, it's going to be like 6 or 7 probably that's still on this roster. They cleaning it out. I mean, we may not run a 3-3-4. We might run a 4-3. We don't know what's coming. We have are they going to fire Weaver when it's all said and done, or are they going to keep McDaniel? Are they firing McDaniel? No clue. No clue. But it's a new beginning. At least we came to the realization that this project is over. This project officially failed. Gosh, man. Can y'all just think back 6 years ago, 3 years ago? When we talked about this is where it's going to end? How can they not see this? We've been said this is exactly how it was going to end. How can they not see it? Then we got rocks thrown at us, fanhood in question, because we saw it. And I told y'all this the other day. The worst feeling is seeing something before others, and you got to go along on the ride with them because majority of them don't see it. It's the worst feeling. You just got like you keep trying to politic and tell a few, come on, man, let me talk to you, man. Y'all keep going down there, man. Don't ever say to me again, you don't know ball. You'll see. Keep the same energy when this happened. Why I ain't never had to keep the same energy? Q in the building said, you don't know ball, TD. Man, Q, here's what I would tell you. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't know ball. But what I do know, why all these people y'all keep claiming no ball keep being wrong? Why are all these people that y'all claim no ball keep ending up wrong? TD, you should be GM. I wouldn't want to be a general manager. See, yeah, let me tell you something. When you have an organization like they do and the profit margins are that great and you can just add a position, every team needs a person. I don't want to say like me because people are like, who are you? No, I'm just saying they need a nitpicker. They need a person that's going to scrutinize everything and report and bring it back. That's what the Dolphins needed this whole time. And I'm sure there are a million people that could do it better than I do it on this mic. But that's what they need. That's what the owner needs. What if I did report to Stephen Ross and I'm just showing him all this stuff? And literally time after time after time, he's seeing, man, what you're saying ends up right. He would have been moved on from this. He would have been not signed that check extension. Would have gave an ultimatum. Because you can express common sense. You ain't got to know ball, Ross. 1 + 1 = 2, man. We're not doing this 2025 math trying to make it equal 9. You ain't got to know ball to know this. This is common sense right here in front of you. And you also got to evaluate the politics of it. Why would Grier and them come and say, hey, man, Tua ain't the guy? Why would anybody come and say, I made a mistake drafting him, or I made a mistake trading for that player, or I made a mistake extending that player? Why would any of them ever do it? They're going to try subtly to prove it or brush it under the rug. Why do you think every release was like Cam Smith got released? It happened during something else happening, and just kindly under the table, Cam Smith got released, y'all. These things keep happening. You got to consider the politics of it. They're not going to tell you the truth. The truth makes them look bad, which gets them fired quicker. They're going to extend it out and try to figure out how to finagle this mess. When you're making that kind of money on that level that you can only dream of being on, a lot of people, you don't want to lose that level. You're going to do whatever it takes. Most of them would lie to their owner before, or give any bogus excuse before they admit that, hey, man, I keep screwing up. Or I'm letting my pride get in the way. He needs some, and yeah, let me go there real quick. Y'all waking me up right now. Let me go there. I want to hear nothing about no Dan Marino, Garfield, all them people up there in the front office. They all been wrong too. Everybody we sit there and glorify on the camera. Oh, look at the GOAT Marino up there. See, yeah, I'm sorry you got to witness this, GOAT. I'm seeing people, I'm sorry Marino has to witness this trash. He up there helping advise it. He up there, everybody back there. I just saw Marino last night, so that's what's on my mind. Him and all of them behind the scenes that y'all say, oh, you need to turn it over to this person, that person. Well, obviously their voice ain't loud enough. Or how do you know that they ain't agreeing with this mess? Everybody must go. All of them in there ain't getting the job done. Where are the loud voices that's showing everybody this is wrong? This is wrong. This ain't a good move. Why are we doing this? Who is that guy? It's obviously the minority because majority keep on making bad decisions. On to better days. On to better days. Man, I got so much to talk about with y'all. I have so much to talk about. I've been collecting all my stuff this morning, talking points. It's so much I want to talk about, but I'm going to have to do that show later because it's going to be a lot longer. It's going to be long. Not long, but a good long. Like I got a lot of things to bring up and show y'all. I have a lot of things I need to show y'all. But it can't. And it, what's up with McDaniels now? What happens with Mike McDaniel now? I'm going to be honest. He could end up going to the end of the season. I think next week, I don't know if you fire your general manager and then your coach. Maybe you do. It just depends, man. It just depends. But McDaniel might play the rest of the season, coach the rest of the season. I believe he'll coach the rest of the season. Because Chris Grier getting fired first means they're taking some of the blame off of Mike and saying the personnel was never good enough. And Greer's responsible for putting the team together. This personnel, because those guys fought last night. That's what I was trying to show y'all about it. Are they fighting? And Ross might be inclined to say, hey, I'm going to let the general manager decide if Mike is a long-term guy for him. I'm going to let the general manager decide. Oh man, y'all got all these super chats coming through. Let me read them real quick. It's crazy how you was right. Ross gave them a chance. Yeah, until you don't have a chance anymore. Finally. Yep. Now with Grier gone, is McDaniel still on the hot seat? Did you think his new serious attitude and attempt to hold players accountable is going to positively affect the locker room? That's a great question. I'm going to put this as a part of my show. I'm taking a picture of this question real quick because I want that to be a part of my longer show when I'm making a lot of great points and answering a lot of great questions. All right. It feels like it's Christmas morning. Yes, it does. This is beautiful. So does McDaniel keep his job? I believe so, but I'm going to break all that down in the next show. I almost teared up when I saw the notification. Man, we down bad. Hey, but listen, we also have the Dolphins Collective today, but it's at 1:00. So you're going to see me, Alan, and Omar breaking this down too. You're going to see that at 1:00 on Dolphins Collective. All right. So make sure y'all come through to that at 1:00 on Dolphins Collective channel. All right. It's about to go down. We got an early Doug's not going to be able to make it. It had some stuff to take care of, but we're going to give you that 1 p.m. Show led with this. All right. It should be very interesting. I think this is going to be interesting. TD, I turned 20 today. It's a birthday miracle, man. Listen, you might have a great future with the Dolphins. We done been through it all. Grier must have been Bama fan. Only thing that explains his decisions on Tua. Man, oh man. Now, what does this mean for McDaniel moving forward? I think he's okay. It depends on the next general manager. What does the next general manager believe? Okay. Unless he keeps thinking it up this year and the interim says, hey man, we need to whatever, better days ahead. Bruce Arians GM. Now that Grier is gone, Waddle could be traded. Grier has said that as long as he was GM, Waddle was a Dolphin now. He might be traded for draft picks, and you don't know what's coming. I have no clue, right? Need major changes, bro. It begins. Hopefully they the right ones, though. Super late, but Bills fan here. Just happy to see you happy, bro. All love. Go Bills. Yeah, man. This ain't no disappointment. This is perfect. Grier gonna be trick or treating on Indeed tonight. Man, that man made enough money to sit back and chill. Yeah, at least I hope he did. But we'll see. I don't know. Good luck to him, all right? Both the coach and GM should have been out. Yeah, but, I think this was the right move. You let the new GM decide, read into what's been going on and what he believes. Now with Grier gone, how long until McDaniel was gone as well, TD? By the way, it feels like the Dolphins have begun healing with Grier gone. Fins up, TD. Yeah, we are. Let me say something. I don't want to be controversial or drama-filled, but listen, let me tell you, there's a lot of pitfalls, though. Here's the scary thing. Like, if you get a seasoned guy who had experience being a general manager or something like that, I be personally feeling like people don't realize that when you're in a front office, you're in a position in a corporate job. And when you're at the top positions, you want to be in them as long as you can, other than getting promoted. Because you're making a lot of money for as long as you can, taking care of your family. Remember, these guys go up the ranks, man. It takes time. And this is a career. So I just hope that we don't get stuck with a general manager that makes business decisions from day one. What do I mean by that? Oh, I'm just trying. Think about it. An employee in the mind with a great job, making great money. I got to keep this as long as I can. Sometimes they'll position everything to make sure of that. Like, for instance, you can get a bad GM. First thing they're going to say, and I'm not even going to say a bad GM, but a GM that's looking out for his own interests. First thing they might do is say, yeah, I'm keeping McDaniel. Because in 2 or 3 years, if I fire him, nobody look at me, and it's like a start over. You see what I mean? Versus bringing in a new coach, and that coach failed. GM already got one bad knock. This is the scary part of it, man. Somebody who, like it's hard to find somebody who just love it. And maybe it's not that hard, but I'm just saying these are the things that happen. I know it. Some of these general managers just trying to extend their time as long as possible. So you hate to get one of those, but you don't know. ESPN said he is coach remainder of season. Okay, man. So there you have it. Just like I thought, there's no benefit. It's the next general manager's decision. Then at the end of the season, they're going to make a determination if he fired or not. Man, we are in for the ride. Tua and Grier will go down as one of the worst pick situations in Miami Dolphins history. Yes, it will. TD Phins Talk started the movement. Hashtag strong. Hashtag fans spoken. Salute to you, Jay Grizzy. Grier was ignoring trade calls on even Jalen Phillips. Thank God Ross stepped in. Wow. New GM has to have full control. Can't force a head coach on him. Not a good combo. Ross has to take his feelings from McDaniel out of it. Well, at this point, I don't think they're going to force him. He's going to be there, and they're going to say, GM, you decide. And that's how it should be. So I don't think they're forcing the coach on a new general manager. He just finishes out the season. We hire a general manager. They come in. They make a decision. They sit McDaniel down. They meet with him, ask questions, and they're going to make a decision. That's how it works. Here's the thing. Some GMs already got a head coach lined up. People that's going to interview already got a coach they want to bring in with them. It might be an experienced GM. They already, like, here's what y'all don't realize too. People trying to be a GM already got a team lined up of the people that they've networked with over the years in the league. Just like coaches. Do you have a staff? A lot of times when they go in those interviews, they're asked, what's the type of guys you'll bring in for offense? What's the type of guy? Who do you have, in the pipeline that you think you'll be able to? All of that matters. They already building their whole office and everything before they even get the job. A lot of them. So you never know what you're going to get and who they know and who they already got in mind. What's your take on trade talks about Giants going after Waddle? What's new, man? Everybody's going to go after him, but for the right price is the only thing that matters. The right price. I think Miami can finagle it first if they just stay stubborn. If you want him bad enough, give me a first-round pick. Because he costs them money now. And that little 80 to 90 yards every week and one touchdown sound good, but it ain't doing us no good. And it's going to be like that for the next 3 years, 2.5 years or whatever. So, yeah, he can go too. Well, I mean, yeah. All right, I say trade Waddle A-Chain as many players as you can. I assume Chip Kelly, the interim GM, will prep the team roster for the next GM. Let's stay grounded because we're cooked if we're wrong on next one. Yeah, man, because it can last you a long time. I say trade Waddle A-Chain as many same thing. You sent it twice. Yeah, salute to you. Appreciate you, bro. But listen, here's another thing, though, William. We talking all this talk. General manager might come in and say, hey, I like McDaniel. Oh, I like Tua too. Let's restructure his contract. Let's figure this out. Man, you don't know. That's why every time they talk about, oh, I like Louis Riddick. No, man, don't play with me. Listen, anybody who had the wrong assessment on Tua Tagovailoa, keep them far away from this organization. Because it's pride. Some of them to this day make excuses for him. That's pride. Yeah, we know things ain't perfect around him, but y'all act like he holding up his end of the bargain regardless. It's pride, man. Anybody that's holding on to that pride at this point, no. Yeah, can't be trusted. Just the reality. I don't trust him. Just my reality. Oh, man, this is crazy work, y'all. Here we go. Chris Grier is out of there. And here we stand. 2-7. We're going to finish the year with Mike McDaniel if the reports are correct. And, yeah, they in general manager hunt mode now. GM hunt mode. Here's some names and some interviews. Yeah, this is going to be real interesting. TD gonna be the GM. Man, let's do it, man. Let's do it. I could never be the general manager because of what I do right now. They literally say, oh, they're running this like a online Mr. Beast type deal or something like that. They'll always discredit your boy. But when we bringing them Super Bowls in, they gonna have to respect it, ain't they? They go, man, let me put my resume in. Oh, man, TD applied for real. You know what's funny about that? I don't even know if there's an actual official job post. I think that this is really more so by invitation. You know, agents of people putting their guys out there. I don't even know how that works. TD be a GM. He'll fire everyone. Not everyone. Only those that don't meet the standard. Don't meet the standard of excellence that we require. That's it. That's it. No wiggle room on that. I will not fire everyone, just those who do not meet the standard of excellence that we require. It's that simple. This is how organizations have to be run. Y'all don't understand. You got to be about business. These guys are at their jobs. We all here trying to have relationships. That's the problem in today's league. We're switching to the relationships. And these new age guys, oh well. They gonna have to adjust. I'm telling y'all, man, going to football camp or, any camp or this and that is so much more weaker than it used to be. When you get in the NFL, it should be a rude awakening where every player feels like, man, I got to belong. I got to hold my own. Too many guys come into the league now feeling privileged. Can't talk to me like that. It's crazy, man. No, that I wouldn't dare have that kind of organization. I wouldn't dare. I wouldn't. We need an organization that's going to have the coaches back before the player and have the general managers back before the coach. But every level can get chastised and held accountable. It's crazy work, man. TD, honest question, sir. Is Tua on this team next year? Honest answer, DF, I have no clue. There's too many variables. There's variables that pull both ways. I believe he is, and here's the only reason why. There's no harm in him being on it next year. You're going to have zero expectations next year. There's no harm. You have zero expectations. We're cleaning house. We're getting our books in order. Why go get a bridge if he can be it? Why go get a bridge when he can be it? You already paying him. But I know a lot of people are going to be like, no, you got to go down. But I know why y'all saying it. Y'all saying it because I ain't got time for the great coach coming in, making him look like he good enough, and we win 9 games. And they say, hey, let's build on it. Some of y'all like, I ain't trying to take that risk. Get him out of here now. Oh, man. Oh, I know. I already know what time it is. Many of y'all don't even want to take that risk of the new general manager getting bamboozled. Oh, man. But it would be so Dolphins. So that's why I can't answer your question, DF. I have no clue. That's going to be on the next general manager to make that franchise-defining decision. 4 more years. Oh, man, I got to get a Tua hat made and say 4 more years. Oh, my gosh, man. I know exactly what's on a lot of y'all mind. Nope, I don't want him to be no bridge or nothing. Because that's the fear. When it's a quarterback that's good enough not to be good enough, they're going to always last week. They're going to always have the last week game. And see, and let me show you something. These are the 3 stages of quarterbacks is good enough not to be good enough. Last week, great performance, right? Somewhat. I mean, really good performance, right? They're gonna have those sharp, no turnovers, doing your job. Good, let's go, right? Then they're gonna have the game like this one. It wasn't atrocious. I mean, that interception, it was garbage time anyway. I'm gonna be fair and treat it both ways. If they were catching yards in garbage time, I'm gonna call it garbage time. Garbage time interception. It's still a turnover, right? And it showed his arm with the whole arm and everything, but garbage time, right? And when you look at the game, he didn't really hurt it himself. But you ain't help us at all, really. You did nothing over. You did nothing to make any heels or So it's like you're not the problem, but you're not the solution. Then he gonna have them games where he the problem. That's the problem with those type of quarterbacks. You're gonna have bad games that's your problem. Terrible, you're trash in those games. Then you're gonna have games like the one you just had. I mean, you can't blame him, but you can't credit him for nothing. Then you're gonna have the good games, and primarily against bad teams, by the way. So the new coach come in, you get an easy schedule because you probably last in the division or the bottom one, and you win 9 games, and then next year I think we can build around them. Let's go again. Let's try it again. We already paying them. And again, the general manager saying, if it don't work, they're not going to fire the general manager right away. I could just say, hey, I tried that thing. It didn't work just like the last one. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. Now let's move on. And the general manager gets his actual rebuild in like 3 years or something. That can happen too. And that's what we don't want to happen. So it's tough, man. It's tough. We're at the mercy of who we select, and do they do what's best for the team and not their careers. Adam Scheffner just reported Bradley Chubb, Jalen Phillips, and Matthew Judon in trade talks as we speak. Sounds like we are full clean up for real. Wow, it's happening, y'all. Anyway, I got to go because I got to prepare for Dolphins Collective that's happening in about 30 minutes. So don't forget to come check out that show. I want y'all to spam the comment section that you're coming from TD PHINS Talk, and let's have a big show. All right, Dolphins Collective, 1 p.m. I'll see you then. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Fins up no matter what. This is good news. Grier is gone. On the better days. Peace. I love you, love you, love you. And we're going to have a big show soon. There's so much stuff I want to go over with y'all. Talk to y'all later. Peace. I'm out.